The hell are we talking about now?
Example of text that requires careful analysis, or the message might be misinterpreted.
We're talking about cognitive ability. You're lost, dude.
Yeah, we're talking about cognition, not technical expertise.
I said it depends on the sort of text. I read a wide
Yeah,
variety of
didn't I
text.
say something like Lord of the Rings?
It actually
you,
depends on the brain.
See,
I
I'm
actually
talking
read
about
half of that in like
context.
2 seconds, but
Yeah, I actually read through it already.
What is it? How is that relevant to anything that we were talking about?
a lot of weasel words and speculation in there.
Yeah, it is. It's literally filled with nothing but speculations. That's all it is. It is one big, giant, fat speculation. The whole thing is like caveat after caveat after caveat.
Oh, I came in way late. What? I'm sorry. Just real curious. What text are we talking about?
What he
You
posted.
man.
Oh, okay. Let me take a look.
Oh, you don't even know what you posted?
No.
No, I'm the one who asked. I didn't see.
Oh, my bad.
I was curious, Helio.
No, Smooth just posted. He was just posting a bunch of word salad to see if we could actually speed read it through it and just.
It's not word
It had
salad.
nothing to do with what we were talking about.
Funny thing is, I've already read that.
Yeah, it's not word salad, but it's just filled with weasel language.
I said
And
that
caveat.
during text,
But
right?
it's
Like,
out of context, though. He just posted that just to see if we could read through it fast enough.
no, I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm not timing you. I'm not even doing.
No.
Yeah.
Look, no one here thinks
Well,
you're
don't
smart.
let me finish. Don't tell me what
Look,
I'm trying to
Smooth,
do.
Nobody
Don't tell me
here
what I'm
thinks you're
trying to
smart.
do.
You
I'm
have
not
the
trying
reading
to say I'm
comprehension
smart.
of a kindergartner.
Okay. If you wish to
Okay.
think that way.
So, listen, Smooth, do you know what a non sequitur fallacy is?
Send it to me.
It does not logically follow from the premises. So, such as this, right? I'll give you an example. I like pudding. Cats are blue.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with each other, right? There's no logical connection between those two things, right?
Yep.
So tell me if this is a logical fallacy. Earth is round because the planets are round.
Yeah, that's valid.
What you wrote about down there?
Oh shit!
Where?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's a reasonable. That's a
Yeah,
reasonable.
it's valid as a fallacy.
No, it's a reasonable inductive inference.
Beautiful fallacy.
Yeah. It's reasonable, but it's fallacious
It's
when
the logical
presented as
connection.
absolute fact.
Smooth answer.
If presented
He was
as fact,
asking-
it's fallacious as hell.
No, it's a reasonable
When
inference.
you let Smooth answer the question he was asked, Smooth, what do you think?
You know when you're new to the system is when you're saved by Brenda.
I tried.
Saved by Brenda.
Brenda, if I concede your correlation, will you concede that it shouldn't be postulated as fact?
It should be postulated as a likely inference.
Well, I'll agree.
So listen, no, come on,
Go
man.
ahead.
Let me just take.
Let's agree to
Okay,
agree on that
so
one. That wasn't
human
that bad.
beings decide things are the same because we see similar properties. Look at the sky,
Yes.
look at a star, and look down at the Earth, and what are the similar properties? Please listen.
But Brenda didn't say
roundness.
decide though.
What?
You look
Hold
down
on.
at the Earth and see roundness under your feet.
I have seen only white swans. Therefore, it is reasonable for me to infer that the next swan I see will be white.
You listen. No property of the Earth that you observe on a daily basis looks like anything in the sky. Period. End of story. There's no similar properties. It's a
No,
logical
that's not
fallacy.
true. That's not true. I see curvature.
Does the ground glow?
You're delusional, Brenda.
You're
No,
delusional,
no,
Brenda.
we see-
You see curvature in space?
No, I see curvature on the Earth.
No, where?
Ships go over the horizon.
That's
Well,
not
the
curvature.
horizon's apparent, it's not
Curvature
actual.
is why they disappear.
Yeah, it is. That is why they disappear.
No, you can't prove that.
It's been elected, guys.
No,
Is it 2050?
it's observed.
How is it not a product of the atmosphere of your eyesight?
No, it's
How
not
do
a
you
product.
verify that?
It's not
Sorry,
a product
Discord
of the
crash.
atmosphere. It's a product of the Earth. The
Yeah,
Earth.
bottom-up fallacy, Brenda.
How do you demonstrate that? Show
I
me a
think we
graph.
just went back about 8 years.
I'm
Come on,
still
guys.
waiting for that property and not nuh-uhs, dude.
Yeah,
One
so
property. Is it the same color? Is it the same texture? Is
there
it
are
the same
things that I
what?
see
What's the same?
in space. There are things that I see in space that I see on Earth.
Such as?
Craters in the moon and craters on Earth.
Lights,
Okay.
such as lights.
A crater on Earth may look like the craters on the moon. A crater. The Arizona
There's several
craters.
There are
craters.
multiple. There are multiple
They
craters
don't
on
look
Earth.
like the craters on the moon.
There's multiple
The
craters.
moon may also only be in
Okay,
space.
why don't you
Craters.
post them in the voice in the arena text? The
So-
craters that look like the moon in the voice text. Post them.
The moon doesn't have weather.
But you said they look the same.
So you're saying they don't look like them anymore, huh?
Yes, I can account for the
But you
difference.
just said they look like them.
I can account for the difference by appealing to
How did
weathering.
you account for this? How did you account for this?
By making up an ad hoc hypothesis.
No.
Of
How did
course.
you
speculating.
empirically account for this?
Account for what?
What
Well-
you just said.
Oh, we account for it
Empirically.
by appealing to weathering.
Empirically.
Yes, weathering.
Empirically.
Yes, weather is
No,
empirical.
how did you account for it, not appealing to weathering?
Yes, that's how we appeal to why craters
No, we
on
don't
Earth.
appeal to anything like that.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't.
You consider that empirical?
Yes, it's an observation, testable, and repeatable. The
It's
actions.
a testable and repeatable
Yes.
observation, so two
Yes.
people can look at it.
Yes,
Two
two
people
people.
can look at it. That's what you mean by
Yes.
repeatable.
Yes.
What can we observe and repeat, Brenda?
What are the metrics?
You let one guy do it.
What are the metrics, man? What are we measuring, man?
The effects of weathering.
What properties are we measuring? Are we measuring height? Like, what are we measuring? Tell me.
The effects of weathering on.
Yeah,
On
dude,
soil.
great. You can say it over. You said it's objective, dude, so that means we have a objective measure. So what's the
Yes.
objective measure of weathering?
The effects of weathering on the erosion of soil.
Okay, so that by default means that there for sure 100% empirically was many more craters here on this Earth, but they all must have eroded away because weather has an effect. Because weather does erode some things, it therefore 100% eroded away all the craters that would have been.
It's
So
crazy
the
to
absence
be
that's
of
fucking crazy,
proving
Brenda.
the absence of craters on
something is
Earth
not
is
there.
proof that there were craters on Earth, right, Brenda?
No, there currently are craters on Earth. They're not gone.
They're not like the craters on the moon, though, are they?
Yes, but because they've experienced weathering.
No, the answer is no.
That is an ad hoc hypothesis.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's
Yes, it is.
accounts
You know
for.
an ad
How come
hoc
the Earth isn't
accounted for.
covered in craters? How
It's
come the Earth
accounted
isn't-
Do you know what an
by
ad
my
hoc
theory.
hypothesis is?
Yes,
You
I
don't
do.
have a theory. You
What's
have
an
a
ad hoc
hypothesis.
hypothesis? What is it, Brenda?
It's sort of a spontaneous explanation designed to save a theory.
That describes you in a nutshell.
So, guys, just to let you know, please stop claiming that there's not more than one crater on Earth that looks like the moon. Just posted a link to, I want to say, a dozen craters still visible. They look like craters from the moon. Just to let you know.
I mean, you could just say dents in the ground.
Yeah. Where are they?
Continuation of denial. Just
Let's
look.
do a list of impact
Highlight.
craters. Let's
Craters
But
is
just
inferring
highlight
the
your ignorance.
I'm not
heliocentric
seeing
model,
it.
so I don't think we should use the
Where's
word
that link?
craters, honestly.
I'll post it again
Hold on.
so it's fresh.
see. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
no,
that's not.
I'm not seeing it.
Wikipedia does not have an article with
So-
this exact name. That's what you posted.
So we
Yeah.
can verify
Yeah.
that the craters are not of terrestrial origin by showing that there is a layer of rock that has its origin outside of Earth.
How do you propose to prove that, Brenda? You
Better.
said we can prove that.
Yeah,
Well, not we, because you guys are incapable of performing
So
experiments.
smooth.
Oh
Your
no,
link
these
shows
don't
nothing.
look. Yeah, these
link
these
shows
don't
nothing. That's it.
these
So
don't
no,
look like.
Me again. You can verify that these are impact craters because the layer of rock underneath them hasn't got terrestrial origin.
correct.
So you found it here on the floor. Here it is, and you're claiming it's not from here.
Correct.
So you're just claiming it's not from here.
No,
How do you know it's not from here?
because it's the same type of rock that comes from other meteors.
Oh man.
Holy shit, circular logic.
That's not circular.
Yeah, that's
Even
Listen,
so,
you gotta
yes.
have
that's
one.
pretty bad.
You've got to have an initial one, right? That you know came from somewhere else. to infer the rest of them, right?
Oh yeah, we know that meteors. There are plenty of meteors that we know come from, do not come from the Earth, and we know what they're like.
Electrostatic and frozen gases.
Jedi, could you referee me? Could you referee me a 1v1 versus Brenda?
Oh,
Can one person talk at a time, please?
Sorry,
Let me
just want
ask-
to challenge
let me ask-
Brenda to a 1v1.
Well,
I
let me
was
ask.
wondering Jedi would referee.
Not happening, bro.
Let me ask.
ask his question, please.
I just want to ask a question, really quick.
I'm in.
Brenda, do you have the ability to post in here, in the live stream? I mean, not live stream, in the Flat Earth Arena text.
You guys let Indio or Memor take it to the final end of their point, then maybe I'll open the floor to 1v1s.
Yeah, I was just wondering if Brenda can share. That's all.
Nah.
That's all I'm asking.
Actually, not a single one of these images from that link,
We'll start
Smooth,
sharing.
look like anything on the moon.
Yeah, so I
I'm
posted,
about
I-
halfway through
I
them
can
right
text.
now, and as I'm
I
looking
can text.
through all these images, none of these are. One of them is claimed to be 260 kilometer wide dent. Then there's no images of it, and it even says that it's a theoretical dent. Other ones are assumptions that are underwater, that are unseen. All of these are like theoretical nonsense, Smooth. Did you even look at the article before you posted it?
There's only one that's even close to this.
Smooth, did you even
They
look
do
at
that
this
a lot.
article? This article just proves us right, that there's nothing
So-
on Earth like the moon.
Look at this one right here. This one looks like a pond that somebody oh, it doesn't put the direct link. Fuck, that sucks. It's like a little small pond, dude, that somebody dug in their backyard.
You know, it bothers me that Spoots posted trash, but after he posted trash and we laughed at it, he was like, "We're just in denial." You didn't even look at it, Smooth.
Smooth,
You didn't even
look at
read
this.
your own article.
Look at this, Smooth. This is one of your
Smooth.
impact craters. This is one of your impact craters, Smooth.
That's the one.
Smooth.
Oh my
Look
God.
at it.
That one's
I-
fire, dude. That one's
I
good.
dug that one in my back.
Smooth.
That's in my backyard.
Smooth.
It's a small pond I dug in my
Smooth.
backyard, bro.
I need you to tell me. I need you to tell me how you know. I need you to tell me how you know this is a crater like on the moon, Smooth. Okay. Smooth, are you there?
That's a pond, dude.
Smooth.
Hey,
This
can I
is not a
can I
koi
say
pond.
one thing?
This is not a
No,
koi
we're
pond.
going to get an answer for this
This
question.
is a meteor crater.
He seems AFK. I understand. I want to say something to Brenda for 10 seconds if I could while he's AFK. Brenda, I really want to highlight what I believe to be an important and distinct difference between the planets infer the Earth is a globe, but is way different than the planets mean the Earth must be a globe. It's a big difference there.
Well, sure. It's that's what science works on. Science does not give you certainty. It gives you degrees of probability. That's all science
No, it
can ever
doesn't.
do. Yeah, it
No,
does.
it doesn't. That's called probability theory.
I
Yeah.
think that was a fair agreement.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brenda. Thank
Yeah, all
That's
of
called
science.
probability theory.
Yeah, all of
Because it
science.
applies to this crater thing too. It applies to
No,
all
it's
these
not.
things.
All of science gives
That's
you
called
just
probability
probable.
theory. That's called probability theory.
No, all of
That's
science
called
just gives you.
probability theory.
All of science just.
That's called probability theory.
Yeah, all of science gives you
That's called
probability.
probability theory.
Yes, all of science
That's
gives you
called
probability.
theory.
Yes, that's science.
You are
That's
broken
science.
record.
That's not
No,
science.
it's not.
That's science. Hey,
Probability.
can we get a citation?
Is the fucking record, bro?
Whoever that is, their mic is terrible, buddy. That's why we can't hear you. No one's trying to overtalk you, but your microphone is terrible.
Those aren't. Yeah, look at these images, like that old dude's posting. This is volcanic activity. Those are
Waiting for that
blisters.
logical connection, that inference where you got the inference from, that similar property.
Yeah.
Can I
Yeah,
tell
that's
Brenda
that's
to
called
debate?
that's called an inductive inference. That's how it
No,
works.
no.
You need a similar property.
What's your similar
Yes.
property?
Chemical
Single one.
composition.
Pick one.
Chemical
You
composition.
have a chemical composition of a star.
How do you know the chemical composition is the same, dude?
Because we've been to Mars and to the Moon.
No, we haven't.
Yeah, we have.
So,
No, we haven't. Can we?
yeah,
so
we,
what-
yeah, we actually have.
Can you prove we have?
so was it a logical fallacy before we went to Mars, Brenda?
Who's we?
No, it was a good inference. We simply increased the probability.
So you don't understand what a non sequitur is. That's your problem. You don't understand what it is. There's
Oh,
no
okay.
logical
Low
connection.
IQ.
No, there's
You're
good
just
inferences.
asserting shit. You're doing a proof by repetition, as if repeating the same thing 100 times somehow cures your logical fallacy. It doesn't. Okay. We conclude things are the same by observing similarities, right?
Yes,
Two things that are
that's
equal.
correct. I agree.
There's no observable similarities.
There are observable similarities.
List them.
Chemical
You listed one.
The chemical composition.
Yes.
The chemical composition.
Okay. So a claim that can't be tested, verified, repeated, or anything. So great. And it obviates the problem of before anyone was at Mars. Why did they use that same logical fallacy?
So you can repeat tests for chemical composition.
I can. Where's my Mars ship, man?
Yeah,
I want to go to Mars and pick up some soil.
No, I'm talking about we infer that craters on Earth were created by meteors by comparing the debris around the crater to actual meteorites that have fallen to the Earth. They have the same chemical composition, which is unlike any rocks on Earth. Therefore, we make a reasonable inference that they have the same origin.
Okay, give me an example of that, where we got a sample of something on another planet, and then we compared it to something we pulled out of a crater on Earth, and they were the same.
Meteors.
Here trying to have all of these
meteors are what?
Thought experiments and shit about what
meteors
could possibly be in this.
How come the moon looks nothing like the Earth, Brenda?
Because it doesn't have weather.
Really? Where? So
do you guys know what phase the moon is in right now?
Don't look alike, right?
It should be, well, what Feast of Trumpets was the other day. It should be like just past the new moon. I would imagine like we're like midway through the phases right now. I'd imagine.
Yeah, midway.
Yeah, great, dude. Thanks for interrupting. Like,
yeah, what was that all about?
Well, I was just answering that question that guy asked.
Who?
Well, I did. I was trying to.
Oh,
Can you guys not hear me?
No, I didn't hear you hardly.
I'll focus
really
on this silliness.
Yeah, I was after Brenda. I was trying to say, why are we talking about all of these thought experiments about what differential there would be between what craters we should have if there was no weather, blah blah blah, or whatever the fuck, right? When we can look at the moon and see that the phase is off right now, during this part of the month, right now.
The face of the moon has nothing to do with craters.
Yeah, I mean, but first of all, if you think it's a rock being lit by the...
Yes, it does. Sorry, Lida. Carry on with what you were saying.
Well, actually, take it up there. What do you mean?
Well, it's the inference, right? Solid impacts upon that solid thing that the moon is, right? So what you're suggesting is that the observations are not showing that object isn't where the model, it's not what the model says it should be doing. So how can we infer that that's even a solid object? Craters impacts on the moon in space, impacts from space upon the Earth from asteroids.
Do non-material objects cast shadows?
Never made the claim that it wasn't solid.
Do non-material, vaporous or non-material
But you're
objects
trying to
cast
you're assuming that it's a shadow number one.
It is
to
a shadow.
avoid the question. Yeah, but
Of
you're
course it's a
avoiding the
shadow.
question. How could it be a shadow if the thing that's causing the shadow is not in the correct place?
Smoke.
It's in the correct place. The moon is in the correct place. Nobody thinks it
When you
isn't.
turn out your light bulb, is the light bulb casting a shadow,
I'm just-
or did its light just change?
The whole room is the shadow.
Yeah.
You don't see
If
shadows.
if I turn out the light bulb, did it mean it got covered up, or that the nature of the light changed?
The moon does not emit light.
Dum, I know
That wasn't
that.
even the
I'm
question,
asking you
Brenda.
that, you absolute moron.
So the moon is a solid object.
No.
Which,
Listen here, retard. I asked you, if I turn out the bulb in my kitchen, has it been covered up by something, or has the nature of the light changed?
yeah, you've just turned off the light. That's what you've done.
Yes. Thank you. So I
And
just
so
turned off the light.
what point is that
So I
supposed to
changed the
make?
nature of the light, and it went dark, didn't it?
Well, you didn't change the nature of the light.
Yes, I did.
No,
By
you didn't.
manipulating the amount of electricity traveling into the mechanism, I did change the nature of the light.
No, you changed the nature of the filament.
Brenda, you just
That's
said you
what's
changed the
emitting
nature of
The filament is
Brenda,
the filament.
You idiot.
The filament is the light. God.
No, the filament. The filament
You are
isn't
stupid.
light. The
You are
filament.
stupid.
The filament
Listen, Brenda.
generates light.
Brenda, listen. The point is, did the light change, or was it covered up?
The light did not change. It was just turned
The
off.
light changed. Oh, so the light's still going? Is the light still going when the light's off, Brenda?
Light is only present when you have current
So the light
flowing.
has stopped once the light's off, right?
The shadow's absence of light, right?
Go Busters.
I can't hear anything anybody's saying. Everybody's talking over
Yeah,
everybody.
Busters, you got a hot mic. Or whoever had a hot mic playing kid music or something.
Bobby.
So the light bulb is not the light.
Not me, guys.
Brenda, you know what the point is the light being covered or is the light changing?
The light bulb is not the light.
I am asking you if the
semantics.
light bulb is being covered or if it is going dark.
It goes dark because you turned
It
off
goes
the
dark.
electricity. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And what is that supposed
Thank
to prove?
you. What do you... Brenda,
It's not a shadow. It's just not producing
It's
light.
not
This is why I
shadow.
muted Brenda
It's
the last
just
two
the
times.
nature of the light has changed.
No, the moon
Yes.
the moon does not emit light.
Yes.
The moon does not emit light.
Yes.
Brenda,
Brenda.
you're a broken
Brenda.
record. How many times are you going to tell us the moon doesn't
Look, yeah,
emit light?
but I was
So,
I was
yeah,
getting there
does it?
somewhere. We're
Do you think
stuck.
it doesn't?
We're stuck on light bulbs. I mean,
We know it does.
look,
Go on, Elijah.
No, you
Sorry,
don't.
Elijah, what are you going to say, buddy? Go on.
Yeah, we do.
yeah, Brenda. Where are you in the U.S. right now? If you are in the U.S.,
I live in Minneapolis.
Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Come
Let
and get me.
check where
Come
that
and get
is.
me, bro. Come and get me.
Minnesota.
Come and get me, bro.
Come at me, bro.
Fucking you.
Hey.
Smooth, what is Smooth?
I got
I'm
a
pretty sure
speeding
Alexa's gonna
ticket
look
in
something up
Minneapolis.
about-
I-
he's gonna
I don't
look
give a
up something about
shit.
the moon.
What do I care
Brenda,
about
he's gonna
that?
look up something about the moon. Brenda, he's gonna look up something about the moon in your area right now. That's why he's
He's a
asking.
child of
Uh-huh.
Don't be internet tough.
I
Don't
don't
be
care.
internet tough. Come on.
I don't care.
Cringe.
So the moon,
Cringe.
You wish you'd
The
come and get
moon-
your
Old
bitch.
man.
Okay,
the moon
Cringe.
is a solid object.
Old person.
The moon
that's
is
cool.
a
So you
solid object.
basically see it like I see it, pretty much. Well, it's further south from you than it is from me. I don't know, but which is weird.
So
I don't
the
know.
moon.
Actually, it's closer to you. It should be. But anyway,
Oh my god.
do you see the moon right now?
It's so hilarious.
No, I'm in my room.
I mean,
Do you want
could
me
you
to?
put eyeball? Yeah, yes, I would.
You,
Please.
I'm not
if you don't
interested. No, no.
Wow, yo.
Why?
Brenda's here to read the doctrine. He's not here to tell truth or do experiments or anything. Straight
Oh
from
my
heaven
God! So you
or
just
whatever
you just
you're
want to read religious texts on the what you think is happening in the sky. Let's go outside to look at it right now and figuring shit out.
Already figured out, right, Elisha?
I don't want to
Hmm.
leave the computer, go outside, and walk around and look for where the moon might be.
Hell, you're in Minnesota, I bet.
All right.
You're a
Let me
Glober.
see.
You should be able to,
Right?
listen, you're a Glober, right? You should be able to type it into the computer, walk out your door, and look right in the direction, and there it is, right?
Yeah, I don't see what the purpose of
around
that
for
is. I don't see what this would do. It's
Well,
meaningless.
because I'm trying to get you to see what phase the moon is in. Because apparently, when I say, "Hey, the moon is lit to the right where the sun went," people say that doesn't happen. I don't know how the fuck to respond to that, other than waiting for this exact moment to say, "See, go look at your moon." Okay, great. We can agree that it's lit to the right. Now, do you know right now in Dubai it's 7 o'clock almost? which is east of our location. How does that make sense?
The Earth is fairly large, and the Moon is
Yeah, it
far
doesn't.
away.
I don't know what its largeness even matters with the direction of light.
The Moon is far away.
I don't know what that means in relation to the direction of light.
It means that the Moon is far away.
That's a
Wow.
non sequitur, Brenda. He's asking about the direction the light's coming from, and you're telling us how far away the moon is.
Yeah, so the lit side of the Moon will always face the sun.
The sun is in the east, and the lit side is to the west.
No, but
if you
the
go
moon,
outside, you would see that.
The Moon is far away.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
God.
She's broken, guys.
Sorry, that's not going to change your premise about us only observing a portion of the moon's illuminated surface, depending on that moon's orbital path around us, because as you pointed out, half of it's always illuminated. So depending on where it is and we are relative to that, we see a phase, don't we?
Actual observation is just too advanced.
Technical. We'll
No,
get
I'm
technical
just-
on Brenda. She's not here for that.
I'm
She's
just
here to
not
read
interested.
straight from Wiki.
I'm just not interested in jumping up and doing
Alright,
things that you want me to do.
Okay, let's see if you can do something at your desk.
Shine a light on a
I'm just not
basketball.
interested in
Let's
standing up on my
just-
fucking legs. I'm not interested in standing on my legs. How
Alright,
dare
let's
you?
see.
How
let's
bloody
see.
fucking dare you guys?
Cheers. So let's see if you can do something in your head whilst you're sitting down. Do you think you can do that for me? Brenda? Can't be bothered to go outside, you can't be bothered to sit down and think for a minute. Can't be bothered to talk to them.
One of those sacks in the bed as well, mate.
Brenda, will you sit in your chair and think about something for me? She'd gone to check the moon now or something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, without
You listen. No matter what happens, she's gonna come back in. Even if she went outside, and it's gonna match whatever the heliocentric model says, no matter what she sees.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine she came back and said, "Wait a minute, this is weird, guys." Like, could you imagine she actually was honest
she'd
for a
never been
second?
out before.
No, she
Like,
doubt her own eyes. Say, no, it's an optical illusion or something.
Yeah, but like but imagine she's never actually been outside. And you never know.
I just can't wait till tomorrow because
Never
I'm
really
really driving home. Tomorrow will be even better. It'll probably be in the sky longer. From my look, well, I'm gonna have my friend take a picture from her tall vantage point, but I have a big ass building in my way, so I'm not gonna be able to see it. In fact, I can't see it right now even. But tomorrow, it should be around for a little longer, probably 11, 12 even.
Anyway, Elijah, earlier when I said something about being interrupted, we weren't really talking about the moon specifically. We were talking about non sequitur fallacy. And that's what Brenda was trying to use to prove that the Earth and the celestial bodies are similar. Craters, but the craters on Earth don't look like the craters on the moon, but they're still the same thing.
Right, exactly. Yeah. That's
Hey, you successfully opened the door of obfuscation for her.
No,
my fault.
the argument is.
Oh, yes. No. Yes. He did.
The argument is that all of the planets that we see are
so
round. All the planets we see are round. Therefore, it's likely that the Earth is round.
And how will we test that claim?
Why? What do we see that infers logically? Hold on.
Oh, hold on. Go on,
There's a
somewhere.
logical inference that Earth is round also. That's what we're saying. That you're not building the bridge there. We don't see curvature.
I just gave you the inference. Since
No,
all
listen,
It's not an inference, it's a logical fallacy, Brenda.
Right, that's equatable to going in the forest and seeing a bunch of trees and squirrels and saying we're fucking squirrels living on a tree. It's fucking stupid.
No, all the planets in our solar system are
All
round.
the trees in the forest are long and tall.
Therefore,
Fuck's
it's likely. Therefore,
Earth's a
it's
tree.
likely that. Therefore, it's likely that the Earth is also
Likely.
round.
Likely.
We don't want likely. We want you to be able to prove that claim. All right. So yeah, they're round and they move. You're claiming that we're round and we're move. So how do we prove? Not it's likely. It's the fucking reason we're asking the question, right? Because you wouldn't be likely otherwise. But you know, without likely, how would we test that claim? How would we prove it?
You can only prove things in mathematics. You can't prove things in science.
Oh my God.
You can prove things in logic.
Another science hire.
Logic can give you either deductive or inductive inference. I'm making an inductive inference.
You're not making an inference of any kind. That's a non sequitur. It's literally, listen, Brenda, look in the arena. Okay, it's literally spelled out: non sequitur, logical fallacy. Claim A is made. Planets are round. Evidence for A is presented. We see they are round. Therefore, claim C is true. Earth is round.
No, that's not my. That was not my claim.
That basically is your claim.
No, it isn't.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
No, I said it's likely.
What
I
the
said
fuck
it's
we just been
likely to
arguing
be
about for
round.
45 minutes then?
I said it's likely
not
to be
what we-
round.
Okay, give us the statistical probabilities. Give us the
Mm.
mathematics that shows it's likely.
It's just it's. I don't have to give you an inference. It's.
Okay, so you switch from a non
1 out of 9.
probability fallacy.
The probability is 1 out of 9.
That's a made-up number.
One out of
No, it's not.
9.
It's because we have.
Get out your ass.
It's because we have nine celestial objects in our solar system.
Oh my
They're all
God.
wrong. They're all round.
Oh
8
my
of them.
God.
8 of them are round. Therefore, it's likely. therefore, it's likely that the 9th one is round.
What the actual fuck? 1 out of 9, guys.
1 out of 9? That would make it a 1 out of 9.
Yeah.
Isn't a 1 out of 9 chance, Brenda, like 11%?
Brenda.
How many are supposedly made of gas? How many are supposedly made of gas?
This is how many lives a cat's got in it. 1 out of 9.
Wow. Dude, don't go
man.
anywhere on ladies' night, man. You're screwed, man. You might end up being a girl.
1 out of 9.
What do you mean 1 out of 9, though? I mean, Pluto's not even a planet
Dude, it's a
anymore, according to your own
dude,
rhetoric.
That's
It's not.
true.
There's no statistical basis for that bullshit at all.
yeah, there
It
is.
should have been 1 out of 8. Brenda.
Technically, it's
One out-
1 out of 7.
I
not
suggest
even
you
1 out
take
of
a class in
Well,
statistics.
Pluto is not technically a planet. However, it is four celestial objects.
Oh, now you're going to try to tell us
Right.
what it is after
You know
they
what?
admitted that they were wrong all those years. It's like, oh, okay, now
You know
you're
why?
right.
You know why it's not a planet? Because you can't always see it like the other wandering stars.
No, that's not why.
That's
It's-
why.
they simply
Yes, that,
defined
yes,
it.
that is why. Because
No, it
my
isn't.
friend recalled. Because
No,
my
it
friend
isn't.
recalled exactly when it was a planet, quote unquote, and how they taught us in school. And the reason it is not classified as that is because it doesn't do what the other wandering stars do. What the hell do you mean?
Yeah, it's just not big enough to qualify as a
It
regular
has
planet.
nothing to do with that shit. You
Yeah, it
can't
is.
see it at certain points.
Yeah, that's not
that's
true.
the whole.
That's not true.
What do you mean? What do you mean it's not true?
It's not true that we cannot see
Okay.
Pluto.
We can
no.
see it sometimes.
there
He's
are
saying not all the
moments-
time. Not me.
There are moments in time when it is invisible. Yes. You haven't
And
been
that's
watching.
why it's not classified as a planet.
You're not an astronomer. I learned that at 12 years old as a Cub Scout. Also learned Polaris will always be in the same region, same coordinates. And for a certain amount of time every year, we can go to the furthest point in the United States and see the Southern Cross with our amateur telescopes.
The reason that Pluto is not a planet is because it has not cleared the neighborhood around its orbit.
AKA, you can't see it.
No, we can see it. You can't see it with the naked eye. You need a telescope.
Oh, fucking hell, Brenda.
Were you aware of that? You can't see Pluto with the naked eye. You can't see.
You can't see it all year long either. So you need an article on that? Depending on where you are.
Oh, do you mean
Did
that
you
it's
do-
sometimes obscured by the Earth?
No, I don't.
What?
Do you mean that sometimes it's on the other side
Underneath
of the
you,
spherical Earth?
underneath you, yeah, underneath. You.
Yeah,
yeah, underneath.
That's why.
Yeah,
Is that why?
Yeah, underneath you. Yeah, underneath you. Yeah. The lights in the sky that when you point up always in the sky, for some reason in this instance, are now underneath your feet.
Yes, that happens.
Yeah.
Can you see the Southern Cross right now? Can you see the Southern Cross right
No,
now?
it's too far away.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it isn't.
I'm not underneath that. I'm not in that location because I'm outside of that location where you can see that star. I'm not there. I'm over here. I can't see it. It's too far away.
So people in the Southern Hemisphere can see the Southern Cross.
That's because they're there. Like I said, I'm not in that location, but they are in that location.
correct.
So when they look up and look at the stars that are in that location, they see the stars that are in that location. I'm not in that location, so when I look up, I see different stars.
Well, you should be
you
able
see
to
the
see
straight
it.
line
If the Earth was
heading?
flat, if the Earth was flat, you would be able to see it.
Why would I listen to you?
No.
Why would I listen to you?
It's called
You don't-
atmospheric extinction
No,
of
just let
light.
Mike fucking
If the Earth was flat, you could
Yeah,
see the
it's called-
Southern Cross. You can't see the Southern Cross. Therefore, the Earth is not flat.
No.
No. It says
Yes,
atmospheric extinction
yes.
of light. Light can't shine forever through a medium. The atmosphere is
can.
a fluid medium, ever changing, never
That's like
consistent.
saying that you would be able to see a street light in Chicago, Brenda. I mean, just because it's a level surface, that's retarded.
Right. So it's the Southern Cross is not in Chicago. Right.
You don't understand the argument.
It's not. It's
You
in.
don't
It's
understand the
not.
argument.
It's not in
It's too
Chicago.
far away.
It's
Far
not.
away.
It's not in.
Okay.
That's right. It's not in our atmosphere. It's not in our atmosphere.
Light doesn't shine to the atmosphere forever. It becomes extinct at a certain point. It's called atmospheric extinction. That's not a flat Earth
correct.
premise. It's
That's
a
correct.
scientific principle.
That's correct.
So,
But the,
I mean,
that's correct. But
Polaris-
the Southern Cross is not in our
People
atmosphere.
in the south can't see Polaris, right? I mean, we see Polaris. We're in the north, right? We see it.
Flat Earth cannot
And
explain.
you're talking about
Polaris.
it works in the same fashion in the south for the Southern Crux, right? Southern
For
Cross,
and
yeah,
also for the
Sigma
south,
Octantis.
also
Right,
for
Brenda?
also for the South
Guys,
Celestial
Brenda,
Pole.
Are we done talking to her? We still want to
Well,
fucking figure
Yeah,
out.
I know,
should
man.
be. I mean, it's just like whatever, man. All right.
You can't. The people in the northern hemisphere, to a certain extent, cannot see the South
All right,
Celestial Point.
All right, cool. So that being the case, where for the people in the northern hemisphere, for lack of a better term, where is Polaris?
Polaris is approximately straight above the North Pole, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you not hear what he asked?
But I asked you where it is.
Where?
Where is it?
It's above the North Pole. I
All
don't
right,
know what
so-
I don't know what
so
you're
if you
asking
were-
for.
So if you were standing at the North Pole, you could look straight up and see it, right? And then as you move south, then it's gonna move 69, or it's gonna move 1 degree every 69 miles from
right
as you move
right.
south.
Right,
Yeah,
which-
it's not like. See, it's like you guys would say that we're just really dumb. And we don't know this shit, right?
Right.
Yes, we know.
No, but
You know,
can
we
you
gotta-
explain? Can you explain how that happens on a flat Earth?
Well, it actually doesn't
Yeah,
even
because
happen on a globe.
Yeah, it wouldn't happen on the globe.
It actually
No, it
doesn't
does happen. It can only happen on a
Brenda.
globe.
Brenda, it doesn't happen on a globe. In your model, there's atmospheric refraction. So when Polaris is on the horizon, it's actually almost a full degree below the horizon. So there's no way it can be a degree, okay, per latitude. It's
so there's-
impossible.
It
there's no-
theoretically would happen on a globe if the Earth was a globe, and you put all the math in there. but that math doesn't actually count refraction. You're going off of numbers that don't include refraction at all.
Yeah. When we look straight up, there's no refraction. Refraction only happens close. Refraction only happens close to the horizon.
It's called stellar abbreviation. What the hell are you talking about?
Aberration.
Stellar aberration, but what we're talking about with the train track is happening in reverse with the stars ramping down, like the train tracks ramp up.
Nothing works that way. Nothing.
Yes, that's how airplanes leave your field of
No,
view.
nothing works that way. That's not how anything works.
Yeah, that's how your vision works. That's how optics work.
No, it's
You
not.
have to look down the hallway.
Yes, it is.
We're talking about how light travels through the medium of the atmosphere.
Also,
no, we're talking about Polaris.
This hasn't been addressed.
Is it a light in the sky that you see that propagates through the atmosphere?
Battle, I want to bring this back. We haven't addressed this yet. A Polaris, a stationary pole star, would not exist on a spinning ball blasting through space 20 million miles a day, Brenda. Because
yes,
you
it would.
look up the next day, and up would be in a different spot than yesterday, and that would happen every single day for billions of years, according to your religion. And we would not have a pole star, which you celestial navigate with, which is circled by 88 constellations, which are constant and fixed. You can bet your ass on it. So, you don't have anything argument. It
Yes, I
doesn't
do.
exist on a globe.
Yes, I do.
Your Polaris argument wouldn't happen on a globe.
Yes, it
blasting
would.
through space.
Yes, it would.
No.
Do you know why? Do you know why?
Wait, hang on, guys.
No.
Brenda has
I'd like
oppositional
to-
defiance disorder. Let's
I'd like
address
to-
that.
I'd like to respond to
Yeah,
Nathan. I'd
let's
like to
address your
respond.
oppositional defiance disorder.
So the reason.
How about she just address Nathan's question?
Yes, the reason that Polaris does not move very much, although it does move, is because it is far away.
Just
How do
say
you know that? How do you know that? Best guess.
Yeah, we heard that one, Brenda. Yeah.
Yeah,
So far
it's-
away, we
yes.
couldn't see it based on angler size. I know we heard it.
Yes,
but,
yes,
we,
yes.
It's so
Sorry.
far away we can't tell how far away it is by looking.
No,
here.
it's so far away that it only moves a very, very small amount over hundreds of years.
So, hey Brenda, since you're so smart, did you know Nikola Tesla wrote about aircraft being 10 miles up way back when?
This is the arena, dude.
I don't know
this
anything
isn't
about
Nikola
it.
Tesla shit.
Oh, it's the arena. I'm going to bring his electrical alternating current into the picture because it debunks gravity straight up, yes.
AC current,
with Polaris.
electricity.
Oh, well, Polaris is the pole star, which is an alternating current to your North Pole.
No, it's
Hello?
not. A Polaris is not an electrical current. It is not. It is a star.
A star with an electric what? Pulse?
It has no current. It's not an electrical
Does it
current.
have a pulse?
Polaris
Does
is a
pulse,
star.
Does
It's-
pulse, wait, no, Brenda, you're going to let me talk. Does a pulse emit energy in a pulse wave? Is that not an alternating current?
Polaris is not a pulsar.
No,
Polaris
you're
is
going to
not a
answer my
pulsar.
question. It's a star.
Yes.
It pulsates energy, does it not?
No, it emits energy.
You're a retard. Get out of here.
It emits energy constantly. It emits energy continuously. It does not pulsate.
Spacious, spacious. Polaris spacious.
Well, let's take this slow because we're making connections that the other globe side may not quite be making yet. Going back to the hallway, Brenda, the hallway alone shows us that the top and bottom half of your vision do the ramping up and down in a mirror symmetrical fashion. So by that logical principle, when you're looking down a hallway with the bottom part of your vision ramping up, the top part of your vision ramping down, with the train tracks ramping up to the horizon but no further, you would expect to see symmetrical activity in the top part of your vision ramping down if you get far enough away, like with Polaris and the star. That is a logical application of the principle.
That was just gibberish, as usual.
If you get far enough away from the stars, they will approach the
That was
horizon,
just gibberish.
but no further, and just merge into the horizon. You need
Lemon?
to apply these principles, Brenda, and think about this in a different fashion.
Lemon, things get smaller when they go
Brenda,
further
you're
away.
not the judge here.
I am.
Shut up and listen
Depends
for
on
once.
how high up in your vision they are. And
She
also,
just hand waves.
The ceiling, Lemon?
break the rules for angular
No,
resolution.
It also
they
depends
do not
on all
break
the
any
lensing
rules.
effects in between you and that thing.
No,
also.
they break no rules. The ceiling will never cross your eye line, and the floor will never cross to the ceiling.
If there's no
So the
lensing or
ceiling means we have a
refraction.
contained system?
No, we're talking about perspective, dude.
Oh, I thought we were talking about decoherence. Back to science, Brenda.
Well, she's
Oh,
not
what does
making
that
the
have to do with
connections.
anything?
She's not making the connections, so we need to see.
Yeah,
if
there's
she's-
no connection. There's no
First things
connection.
first.
There's no connection to be made, Lemon.
I just showed you the symmetrical activity in the top and bottom half of your vision, but you're not willing to connect the same symmetrical activity with the train tracks, with something in the top part of your vision, merging downward with enough distance. You're not behind that for some reason.
Lemon, perspective is simply due to angular diameter. Things get smaller as they go further away. That's all it is. It's nothing more than that.
But the thing is, lit objects, number one, break angular size rules. And
No,
are
no,
seen
they
for
don't.
longer than they would if they were not lit.
No, they
Just
don't.
like with the candle, Brenda. A candle has disappeared due to angular resolution long before it would if it were lit. When it's lit, you can see it for much longer. It's the
So
same
what?
with the stars. It's the same with the stars.
A
The lights that
candle,
you're talking about don't
being
like
able
how
to
you see it
see,
for longer, and it would approach the horizon.
being able to see a lit candle and not being able to see a extinguished candle does not break any physical laws or rules of perspective whatsoever.
Brenda, it's going to be seen and lit for longer, and since it is not going to vanish down due to angular size, since it's lit, it's going to approach the horizon as long as it stays at a certain elevation.
Something similar, and I think this is going to go really circular at a certain point. Something similar to that, you know about the Canigou view where they capture Mount Canigou of 270 miles.
And my understanding of that is that was due to
It's only captured
unusual.
at certain. Yeah, it's
Yes.
very unusual because
of refraction.
Because there's backlight. No,
Yeah,
well,
there was
it's
refraction.
backlighting.
There
It's
was
because of the
refraction.
sun.
It's so unusual. They've done it like 10 times.
It was because of
Yeah,
refraction.
well, here, hold on. It's because the sun is setting behind Canigou.
No, it was
and
because
not-
of refraction.
No, it's not, Brenda. No, it's not. It's because at a certain time of the year you can capture that image because the sun is in a certain position right behind Canigou. It's setting behind it. Now you can see it because you wouldn't be able to see it otherwise. Because, and that's a similar thing with perspective. You're like anything tall, you wouldn't be able to capture it. You know, if it's not like lit up or whatever. Like if it doesn't have its own personal lighting, you wouldn't see anything if it was dark, right? I mean, but the only way you can capture these long distance images is during the daytime, unless they're lit up, like say a lighthouse, which a lot of people capture over long distances at nighttime. But if there's no backlighting, you wouldn't be able to see it, right? Come on, Brenda, you have to agree with that, right?
You can't. There are many things that you can't see because
You have to say, yeah, you have to
disappear.
agree with that. Just
they
concede
disappear.
that, at
They
least.
disappear behind the curvature of the Earth.
Oh my God, this is freaking ridiculous.
Besides, Canigou was filmed with infrared. It takes out any refraction. Next.
Also,
I was trying to make a
also,
simple point, but she
I
wouldn't.
thought light rays from the sun are parallel. Isn't that what the sticks and shadow thing's all about? So, but now they're bendy, and refraction causes us to see it.
They also converge during eclipses.
Yes.
So that's cool. So it's bendy light rays when you want it to be because it looks flat, and then the light rays are parallel when you want to prove Earth is a ball with sticks and shadows.
Yeah. Refraction
Yeah,
doesn't.
yeah. We know,
Excuse
Brenda.
me.
Yeah, we know you're an idiot.
Excuse me. You have to allow me to
guess.
reply. You have to allow me to reply. There's
I
no
just broke down why
reflection.
You're an idiot. Do
There's,
we really
yes,
need to
I
let
understand.
you talk anymore?
That's
We
correct.
We don't have to let you talk, Brenda. Just so
Yeah.
you know. Okay. Yeah. You don't have to talk. Okay. There. You're done talking, Brenda. See how that works?
Thank fucking God.
I mean, come on, guys, right? I mean, how is she going to come in here and say, oh, the globes all tell us 20 minutes ago, sticks and shadows, parallel sun rays. Now she's going to come in here and say, we can see it because of bendy sun rays.
It's the same stuff every time she comes, though, man. She doesn't bring anything new to the table ever. Like, she just likes to go in the same circles.
Read Wikipedia,
like I
nuh-uh. Read
moving
Wikipedia,
on.
nuh-uh. Read Wikipedia, nuh-uh. That's it. Same.
Yeah,
trope.
she doesn't even agree with the mainstream arguments. You know, she just freaking waffles on everything. It's just crazy to me. What the hell's wrong with you, Brenda?
The best you can do is point out how the mechanisms they're talking about is inconsistent. Namely, that you have a hallway ramping up and down symmetrically. Therefore, you would expect similar symmetrical behavior with the train tracks ramping up and the star trails ramping down. That's just a consistent application of the principle. If she doesn't give a good reply, taking that mechanism into account, then she just doesn't want to make the connection for some reason. So just point out the inconsistencies, gladiators, and I think she wants to respond or something.
But I mean, I'm not a big fan of like muting someone and then talking about them for a long time. So let's move to someone else.
Yep. I do want to point out, guys, that that is also an affirming the consequent fallacy, not just a non sequitur. So when someone says everything in the sky is round, that proves the floor is round. Oh, look, everything in the sky is round, therefore the Earth is round. That's also an affirming the consequent fallacy.
He changed it to probably. Remember?
Oh, likely.
Likely. 1 out of 9.
Now it's like
9 out of
1 out of
whatever
9.
it is, 8 out of 9, whatever it was.
It's got an 11% chance.
7 of 9. Oh shit! Oh, that's Star Trek. Never mind.
Can I get the trifecta?
Guys, 1 out of 9. I was right. It's an 11.1% chance.
Where are all the globies at? Everybody in here is a freaking flat earther. Shit. Brenda was.
I heard that MIDI THC was a globie.
Oh.
Yeah.
MIDI's a globie.
What's up?
Well,
round. So therefore.
Well, if you guys don't want to talk to Brenda, I can speak to her.
No, well, we'll talk to Mitty.
Hey,
Mitty's got something to bring to the table.
Hey, Meadowlark, you can talk to Brenda all you want. I'm sure she would talk to you on a private call. Every chance you can get. I don't know why you would want to, but yeah, sure Brenda would talk to you.
Yeah, let's do a one-on-one debate with me and Mitty. He can do anything he wants, any subject. The Earth ball.
Mitty's not a globie. Mitty, he's a moderator.
Yeah.
Mitty's gonna debate indica versus sativa.
Oh my bad, I didn't know.
I'll take that debate.
Yeah, I know you didn't know. I was just like, no, Mitty. Dude, if you want to talk to Brenda, I'm sure she'd be willing to talk to you anytime. Lemon, man.
Yeah, we heard you earlier.
I mean, I'll talk to any globe zealot. I gotta, sharpen my arguments and stuff.
All right, well, sure. I mean, give her a private call, man. I'm sure.
Doesn't
How do
matter
you
what
sharpen
you
your
say,
arguments
Lemon.
with Brenda, though? What are you trying to figure out? How much mental fortitude you have?
It's like arguing with Google. Damn it, Google.
We're done with Brenda here. I mean, but if you want to
shit
keep talking to her,
in
talk to
Google.
her somewhere else. It's all right. I don't give a shit.
It's like what I'm doing right now. I'm like, okay, well, what's the distance between New York to Dubai going west? And they just keep showing me the same shit. I'm like, okay, going east. And they keep showing me the same shit. I'm like, no, this is not what I'm asking for. It's just like fucking trying to find something on Google. You're right.
Well, the distances over land are the only ones that can even begin to be known with some degree of certainty because they have physical operations and some physical surveying that kind of.
I don't know if it's that deep. I just want to know how the distance between me and Dubai going the way that going west versus east. That's all. That's all I want to know.
The main thing is it's calculated.
Like I don't have to know the actual. I'm sure the numbers out there somewhere.
You can't. What do you call it? Google it, or you're trying to get another number, or what?
I did Google it. It's 6,800, but that's only one number. I'm sure it's different the other way around. Like if I was to go east, which no one goes, like this, nobody's gonna be. Well, actually, what? Yeah, I think they do. I'm trying to figure out going from here west. aka going towards California, towards Australia, or Japan, even around that way. I want to know how far that is, not from here over fucking, what is that, the Pacific, straight to Dubai. I don't want to know that number.
I guess you could calculate it by going the other way with, stepwise flights, like from, Dubai to halfway the other way, and then you could kind of, figure out the distance from there. Definitely some calculation.
Look, Elijah, they're just giving you the Great Circle route anyway. So whatever the circumference of the Earth is, just subtract whatever your first number you got is.
Okay.
It's not a measured distance; it's a calculated distance based
Right,
upon the
right.
radius of the Earth. You know that.
Right. Mm.
It'd be what, 6,000 miles taken from 24,000 miles?
No, he's not at circumference. He's at the latitude there would be a smaller distance than the latitude of the equator.
At latitude, it would be the cosine of the latitude times the circumference of the Earth. So if it's like 30 degrees north, it's the cosine of 30 times that circumference. And that would give you the circumference at latitude.
I think Metallarg's been talking to Brenda too long.
Basically, what I'm trying to get on paper is that the distance going west is greater than just looking at it from here to east, and so the light would have to wrap around the ball and hit the moon from all the way over there versus just thinking it's right there to the east, a couple hours away.
What's the latitude of Dubai?
Why isn't it even lit? I don't even. Never mind. Never mind.
I mean, it's not easy. You're right, Eliza. I mean, it's a difficult thing to wrap your mind around. I mean, you're going to have to experience it. And
You're missing the point.
What? Sorry. What?
No, his point. It's the direction of the travel of light.
Sure, exactly.
Yeah, I've been with that since the moment he said it, and other people think he's talking about distance around the sphere. That's not it.
No, that's what I was saying. Lemon's still in the, talking about something else. Yeah. But anyway.
I mean, he said it when he said light would have to propagate and wrap around a fucking sphere.
I know. Yeah, well, they're both kind of saying the same thing. Anyway.
Picture it as hopscotch, okay? 1, 2, the globe is coming for you.
3, 4, better lock your door. COVID is gonna give you shit.
Cosine times latitude divided by circumference. What the hell is that going to tell us when the light don't wrap around the sphere?
Yeah, I mean, it's light wrapping around the sphere, but also like it's also about literally like if I was in
what are you guys done with
my eyeballs,
Brendan,
would be looking at the sun. You know what I mean? Like I would have eyeballs on the sun, and I'm like, okay, this sun that I have eyeballs on is somehow the light from this is wrapping around to a portion of the sky that people are standing under that can't put eyeballs on the sun.
Yeah, the sky too. That's the point. See, they think, not wrapping all the way around the ground and lighting up the ground, but wrapping around the sphere and lighting up a portion of the sky and the body in it.
Yeah, it's weird as fuck, man. But I'm trying to put it together in an argument that's sexy, I guess. I mean, because I guess I haven't done that yet. I didn't think it should be. I mean, I just thought it was something, hey, go outside. It's that time of the month. It's prove you're not on a ball day. But, I mean, maybe it should be put into some kind of video form.
Elijah, guess what, though? It was all of these moon phases and everything that happened in ancient cultures long before this heliocentric model, the moon phases were sexy as hell. Everybody thought moon phases were sexy, so it's all good, man. So, man, do your best, man, because that's the moon is the mother. Well,
it is. I love the moon, man.
Yeah, the moon is the mother, man, and it's sexy. So have at it, man.
Luna got her monthly periods though.
Hey, that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying. I mean, once you see it, you can't unsee it. I mean, the moon is sexy, man. You're exactly right. I can't think of a better word for it. I mean, in human terms, I guess.
Blue moon over Kentucky, keep on shining.
How come I'm thinking about the moon nights?
Yeah, it's like, I was watching the moon last night
from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, the Moon Nights. The little Atari looking dude.